Let's talk about motion blur. Using a low shutter speed to capture motion blur can be an effective and creative way to add a dynamic element and movement to your work. So how can you do it? Well, to achieve this effect, you're going to have to shoot with a low shutter speed, typically around 1/30th of a second or less depending on the scene that you're capturing. You'll also need a steady hand or a tripod to make sure the camera stays still while the shutter is open. As you capture your image, intentionally pan the camera or hold completely still while the subject moves through the frame. This is going to create a blur in the areas of the image that are moving, while the stationary elements will remain sharp and in focus. Experimenting with different shutter speeds and panning techniques can produce some beautiful and creative results. When you're using this technique, I highly recommend capturing your work in shutter priority mode. That's going to ensure that your work is still properly exposed. If you don't do this and you forget to change your settings manually, there's a good chance your photos will be overexposed because the low shutter is letting in more light.